What's up YouTube, Jeff back again. Today, another very exciting Samsung video for you guys. And today, as promised, we have a comparison of the Galaxy Z Fold Special Edition here on the left and the Galaxy Z Fold 6. Now, I did a full unboxing of the Z Fold Special Edition. If you guys want to see the packaging and all that good stuff, I'll link that below in the description if you want to check it out. We have that there for you. Before we get started, I do want to thank my 4-year-old son, Jonathan. We got the deer hanging out with us over here. If you guys haven't yet, make sure you check out our website, sammyguru.com. Cover the latest Samsung news, tips, tricks, tutorials, and reviews. Have a full writing team over there, as well as myself making the videos. We cover 10 to 15 Samsung articles a day, keeps you up to date on everything you need to know about Samsung Mobile. If you're going to buy a Galaxy S25, you can also tap on our orange banner at the top. Get a free case, cleaning kit, desktop phone stand as part of our mystery box program. When you pre-order a Galaxy S25 through our link, put in your phone number, your email address, or both there. It is US only. We cover the shipping cost, and we also cover the cost of the products by using our affiliate money. That's why you have to buy through the affiliate link, but otherwise you pay nothing. We cover all the cost just to give back to our readers and to our viewers. We really enjoy doing that. There's a lot of other randomly inserted goodies like gift cards and things like that that you can get. They're like 1 in 10 or 1 in 20 every box. Amazon, Google Play credit. Check out the link in the pinned comment description if you are interested in that. So today I have a full list, and those of you who watch my channel know I used to use Google Keep here in the multitasking pop-up window of everything I want to talk about just to keep me on track. First thing I want to get into is the profile when folded. Now, I did show this in the unboxing as well, but I figured it'd be worth showing this again. The profile, the side profile of these two devices when they are indeed folded. So you can see here, side by side, Z Fold Special Edition here on the left and the Z Fold 6 on the right. You can see the Z Fold Special Edition is slightly taller, and of course it is quite a bit slimmer. I think it's about 0.5 millimeter. You definitely do notice it, feel it in the hand, and it definitely makes it easier to use one-handed as a result. Now, I also want to show you guys the unfolded profile here. I'm going to go ahead and insert some B-roll here so you guys can see that. You're looking at kind of a quick B-roll pan. The Z Fold Special Edition is quite a bit slimmer as well when it's unfolded, and this is actually a more dramatic difference than the folded difference that we just took a look at. You can see it's incredibly slim. It almost seems like it's too slim, but I found it very easy to use, and it also is slightly lighter. It's only a 3-gram difference in the weight, but there is a difference in the weight of these two devices as well. So that's pretty much everything in terms of the thinness that you get, the reduction on the Z Fold Special Edition. Now, just looking at the build, coming back in here, I talked about this in the unboxing. I find the Z Fold Special Edition to be a more premium feeling phone, and I also really like this textured back here. You can kind of hear it if I run my nail on it. And this one on the Craft Black, you really, I guess you can kind of hear it too. But this just feels and looks nicer in my opinion. That's a personal preference, obviously. On the side here, you do have a power button that is a little more convex. It sticks out a little more on the side on the Z Fold Special Edition versus the power button on the Z Fold 6. It does make it a little easier to locate this when you're using it as a fingerprint sensor. So that's another thing that I wanted to note about the overall design and build. Otherwise, I mean, obviously the camera modules are different because we do have a 200 megapixel primary camera on the Z Fold Special Edition. And I will have a nice camera comparison with sample photos here later in the video if you guys are looking forward to that. So it is larger. And also, if you sit it on the table, you guys probably noticed this in the beginning, these both devices definitely rock back and forth, which is kind of annoying if you don't put a case on them. The Z Fold Special Edition does rock back and forth a little bit more than its smaller cousin here, the Z Fold 6. Let me go ahead and unlock both devices here so we can kind of continue in taking a look. So that's kind of a tour of the overall build on the outside. The thinness is nice. It's lighter, it's easier to pocket, but you know, that particular aspect isn't the most life-changing. The biggest changes for me, as I kind of go back into the Keep document here, are the sizes of the displays. So the cover display size has obviously changed significantly. You guys can see this here. The best way to see it is to look at something, you know, where you display a lot of content. Like for instance, over here, let me switch to the same account on both because I've got the Sammy Guru account signed in. If we go to something like X here, and we got the same feed, obviously you can see right here that this gives us the same amount of information on both screens, but we've got a lot more width to the screen on the Z Fold Special Edition. Now, when you go to type, if you want to see how the keyboard looks, this is going to make a massive difference because, as you can see, there's a lot more horizontal real estate, gives you more room between the keys, and I've certainly found that it's a lot easier to utilize the keyboard over here. And so overall, this has been one of the biggest changes for me. The cover display has always been one of my gripes on the foldables. I've always found the Z Fold 6 to be kind of too small, and now I feel like it's the perfect size with the Z Fold Special Edition. I know a lot of people still want it to be bigger, kind of like a Galaxy, S25 Ultra, S24 Ultra on the front screen, but that's also going to mess up some of the aspect ratio on the inside, which is the next thing that I want to talk about. And for that, I'm going to kind of zoom out a little bit so you guys can see the differences in the main screen. Here are the two phones unfolded side by side on my review table. You can see clearly the main display on the Z Fold Special Edition here on the left is much larger. Now, this isn't as big of a deal to me as the cover display being wider, because that's something that always bothered me when I was typing out longer emails or text. But this does give you more real estate as well if you're multitasking. So if you've got something, like your Twitter feed, and then you want to open something like your Google Drive, for instance, and then let's say you also, you can do 3 on here. So let's say we also want to open a Chrome window. Now you've got a lot more room. So let's just do the same over here. Let's do X, and then we'll open a Chrome window, and we'll open a Google Drive window. Just right there, you can see the differences in how much real estate you have when multitasking. It actually is quite striking. With the top window, you have a lot more room here to kind of scroll through your feed. You can actually see here the picture of these Jordans, how much extra real estate you have. Now, when you're watching videos and things like that, you're also going to get more real estate up there as well. So if you choose to add something like a YouTube window up here, so when you open a YouTube window up here, let's just do a quick comparison versus a YouTube window here on the Z Fold 6. We'll drop it in right there. And then let's go ahead and do, well, we've got these number blocks that my son likes to watch. You can see right here how much extra room you have for watching a video on the Z Fold Special Edition on the left versus the Z Fold 6 on the right. It is quite nice multitasking. You still get similar real estate for the bottom 2 apps. That's not huge, but if you like to watch video while you're doing other stuff, I like to do it when I'm researching videos for the channel, things like this. This is a massive difference between the Z Fold Special Edition and the Z Fold 6. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is the difference between the two display technologies. Obviously, to make the Z Fold Special Edition thinner, which we already talked about at length, Samsung had to change some things. So instead of using the UTG, the ultra thin glass, we now have UFG being used on the Galaxy Z Fold Special Edition. Now, I haven't noticed any huge changes, but there are some slight differences in the haptic feedback. So when you're doing like gestures and things like that, you will notice that the haptic feedback is perhaps a little less pronounced, at least I've noticed, on the Galaxy Z Fold Special Edition versus the Z Fold 6. Now, it's not a huge difference, and you also should get some extra durability, scratch resistance, we're thinking, I mean, I haven't only had this for 2 days, from the Z Fold Special Edition with this new technology. Now, the downside to this, of course, is that you cannot utilize the S Pen using the Galaxy Z Fold Special Edition. Just to demonstrate this, here is an S Pen that's compatible with the Z Fold 6. Let's go ahead and demonstrate that over here. It's working perfectly on my Z Fold 6, no problems. Over here, does not work at all on the Galaxy Z Fold Special Edition. Also doesn't work on the cover screen. Of course, that's not a huge deal because the cover screen does not support on the Z Fold 6 either for the S Pen, but this is something you lose. So it's not like you're getting all upgrades on the Z Fold Special Edition and no downgrades or side grades. If you're someone who uses the S Pen all the time, well, you're gonna be out of luck on the Z Fold Special Edition. A lot of people have speculated that Samsung will perhaps bring S Pen support with the reduction of thinness to the Galaxy Z Fold 7, and I think that'd be fantastic. I really hate losing support for the S Pen, even though I love the Z Fold Special Edition, the larger main display, the larger cover display, the thinness and all of those great things, but I do miss my S Pen support, so I do think that that's a real bummer. Another question that a lot of people have asked me about is the audio quality. Because the Z Fold Special Edition is thinner, but also larger, will it have worse speaker quality if you're listening to music or movies or whatever you're using your Z Fold Special Edition? So I figured it'd be a good idea. Let's go ahead and test this. I queued up some non-copyright music on YouTube Music, and let's check it out. First, the Z Fold Special Edition. And now the Z Fold 6. These are both on maximum volume. I definitely noticed that the Z Fold Special Edition is a little more tinny, maybe not quite as full sounding as the Z Fold 6. It's not a massive difference, and I don't even know if it'll translate on video, but there definitely is some difference there in the audio quality over speaker. So that's another small thing in addition to S Pen support that you should probably be aware of. Now, I have been using the Z Fold Special Edition as my main phone since I got it. It's pretty much nonstop, so it's not too surprising, but battery life, I've been getting killed on the battery. It's not doing the best, but usually when you get a new phone, you tend to notice worse battery life than your usual daily driver just because, of course, you're using it all the time. So I've probably gotten about 5 hours, 5.5 hours screen on time on the Z Fold Special Edition, but I've also using it for gaming, camera comparison, all that kind of stuff. I usually get about 6 to 6.5 on the Z Fold 6, so not a massive change. And also 2 days really isn't enough to test fully, but I did want to report on that just briefly in case people are interested. Of course, the final big test here is the camera. Everyone wants to know, is the Z Fold Special Edition camera truly superior to the Z Fold 6? And here we have several photos in an album, which I will have the actual images up so you guys can take a look as I talk through them. The first one here is a photo of a droid that I took here inside of the Sammy Guru office that I have here set up with my YouTube subscriber counter over there. In this photo, you can definitely see the Z Fold Special Edition performs way better than the Z Fold 6 with the color, and overall looks like the overall clarity, focus of the image is quite a bit better. I was really impressed with this one. This is a low light situation here in the office. This was not under the studio lights at all. Up next, I took several photos outdoors here, here in Phoenix, just as I've been out and about. A lot of these have some palm trees and things like that. You'll notice that the Z Fold Special Edition tends to be pretty similar to the Z Fold 6 in well-lit scenarios. But if you do zoom in, and I will put a folder below with the actual full quality photos so you guys can download them and take a closer look if you like, the Z Fold Special Edition does have more detail. And so at the end of the day, I do feel that the camera is still a little bit better, but in these really solid lit conditions, there's not any crazy differences. Now, there is a photo here that I want to call out that is one I felt the Z Fold Special Edition really performed better, and that is this one I took in a stairwell here around my office. You can see this also kind of dark, and there's kind of an opening where the light is peeking through. The Z Fold Special Edition does a much better job of capturing the dynamic range, not only of the sky, but also the light reflecting off the brick stairwell. This is another scenario where the Z Fold Special Edition camera, that 200 megapixel sensor that has a great upgrade, really tends to shine. I took a couple other photos here. There's one I took, some of my Pokemon cards I have here in the office, as well as the Sammy Guru sign. Both of these were in low light. I think with the Pokemon card picture in particular, the Z Fold Special Edition definitely can be seen to have overall better colors and also deals kind of with the glare a little bit better than the Z Fold 6. I did notice that when I had the auto lens switching turned on inside Camera Assistant, I turned it off for all of these photos, but when I did have that turned on originally when I was playing with it, the Z Fold 6 tends to switch to the f2.2 camera a lot more often when you have close-ups than the Z Fold Special Edition, which I think makes a lot of sense. And so I turned that off when I took these photos just so we could get the primary sensor on both of them. So all of these photos here that I took, they will be below in a full resolution album on Google Photos. You guys can download them, whatever you want to do with them, kind of take a look. I'll also have a full comparison over on Sammy Guru as well, where you'll be able to download the photos from the website if you would like to do that. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification icon for future videos like this. Lots more to come with the Z Fold Special Edition. Let me know if there's anything specific that you guys would like to see, something I didn't comment on here. If you're trying to buy this in the US, the cell support is pretty good on T-Mobile here in Phoenix. Verizon, AT&T are spotty with the 5G. LTE works pretty decent on all of them, but there's still going to be dead spots, unlike a phone, that's certified specifically, for the US. So just keep that in mind if you want to buy it. It's a very expensive phone. Also right now, they're very limited. So the prices are going up. It's like $4,000 to buy them on third-party marketplaces. I don't know that I would do that. I think we should all just hope that the Z Fold 7 or Z Fold 7 Ultra ends up looking a lot like this, maybe with S Pen support, bigger battery, and also maybe a better zoom camera, because obviously they only upgraded the primary sensor here. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, like I said, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks a lot for watching.